A person who thinks all the time have nothing to think about except thoughts. Hi guys, how you doing? So today we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome and procrastination in the tech world. I would have wanted to do a video on practicals, like I promised. I would have want to do a video on how you can go into programming, you understand, developing websites, mobile application and all that. But I just thought about something that I thought in my early age of going into tech, and I said, why not share it with you guys? So I'm here to share it with you guys. And now, from experience, imposter syndrome is you being inferior to an environment. Understand? So being inferior to an environment is about you are in a particular environment and you think you are not meant to be there. Now it will actually hinder your journey in tech, and it happened to me. There are times whereby I have big opportunities and I feel these opportunities are not for me, or I'm not suitable for these opportunities. Most of them I turn them down, even right in my mail. Some of them are via calls, some of them are based on referrals. You understand? I might not turn them down directly, but I would use kind of an excuse to turn it down. These are causes of imposter syndrome, feeling that you could not or you cannot deliver on the job, you understand, because one reason or the other that is not supposed to be. And this could also hinder your journey in tech, because when you start learning, you start adapting yourself when you want to take on projects. You get, and when you start adapting yourself when you want to take on projects, it becomes an issue for you, because then your imposter syndrome start fighting in. You understand? Now, also procrastination. Procrastination is a disease and it should be shut down as soon as possible. Why do I call it a disease? There are a lot of things that will be a test for you as a student learning tech, or you just someone who want to come into tech for the first time. Most of these things would upset your procrastination. What do I mean by that? There are tasks that you need to take at a particular time, and those tasks should be taken at that time that you have planned for that task. The moment you procrastinate in a tech feed, nobody waits for anyone. The tools doesn't wait for you. You understand? So the moment you procrastinate and when you come back to it, the probability of you learning a new thing would have set in, because before now there was nothing like AI. If there was AI, most of us, we don't even use it that much. But now AI is all over everywhere. People are thinking, oh, maybe AI will help make my programming journey more easier. You understand? That's because they procrastinated when they're supposed to learn programming, and they're thinking, oh, with the rise of AI, my programming will be easier. The funniest thing is that using AI doesn't make you a better programmer, because when you don't know the basic, when you don't know how to use these tools, when you don't know how to code, when you don't know all these things, AI points it to you, because when the codes come out from your prompting and trying to get things fixed, it generates codes that is online, done by other developers, other coders. So for you to understand this code and use it for your own personal project becomes a tax on you that you skipped initially. So why skip the basic? And you're thinking, oh, maybe there will be a simpler way for me to do this. So procrastination is a disease and it should be stopped as soon as possible, because it will affect your learning or your growing in tech. How do we stop being procrastinating? Or how do we do away with our imposter syndromes? The beautiful thing about this thing is that you can actually work with your imposter syndrome, because there are times where you feel inferior, where you feel you are not okay for a place, or where you feel that this particular tech is too advanced for you to understand. Then there's something to work on. It's just like you saying that I don't like this person because of ABCD attitude. That means there's an attitude that can be worked on. So how do you work on an attitude? How do you work on your imposter syndrome? How do you work on your imposter syndrome? So working on your imposter syndrome, it just shows that the things you think you could not do, that makes you feel you can't be in a particular space or learn a particular program or learn a particular software, why not look into it and solve it? Or why not go ahead learning that program and see how that things you think could not do stop you? Do you get what I said? I come again. Why not go ahead learning that program that you think you can't learn due to your imposter syndrome and see how your imposter syndrome can stop you? Now, self-doubting yourself is a major tool of an imposter syndrome, or thinking when you can't do a simple task at a particular time, you are not good for a particular project or job. There is always a solution. Go ahead and start doing that project. When you feel you've met a roadblock, learn about that roadblock, get it out of the way, and proceed with your projects. Or you're learning a new course in tech, or you're just coming into tech and you feel this tech thing is so complex and all that. Where do I start from? If you watch my previous videos, you will see how I make mention of where to start. Start from the basic, so that you don't have doubt of, oh, I wish I know this, I wish I know this. Now, during my years of training, I've been teaching students for more than 10 years now. I see a situation whereby I'll be teaching a Microsoft Word student, and a programming student will be saying that, sir, is this Microsoft Word? I think I will learn Microsoft Word after programming. You see, all this is because he feels that there's something is missing that the programming needs. Actually, there is, but that shouldn't be a roadblock to you where you are now. Master where you are now, improve on where you are now, then take more knowledge as you go on. Please, and I'm pleasing with you now because more videos I will be posting are going to be practicals, and I won't want a student that has not fought with their imposter syndrome. So that's why I'm trying to cure that now, so that when we get to that bridge, we have already crossed it. Now, going forward, procrastination. Procrastination is a very major hindrance in the tech field, even to professionals, because sometimes we get too comfortable on time. Sometimes when a client has made payments, we are so comfortable trying to prioritize other things instead of prioritizing the job. So please, when you are being procrastinating after a client has paid you for a job, please stop that now. You get. Secondly, procrastinating for no just reason, being clouded in your mind. That's why I said that a person who thinks a lot have nothing to think except thoughts. When you're too clouded in your mind, giving you room for procrastination, that is a delay on your part. So let's shut down that habit of procrastination. Mostly as a student also, when I give a task, when anyone give you a task, or when you give yourself a task, don't procrastinate. Procrastinate is a delay to your destiny. So I don't want to get too spiritual because this is a tech video and I believe you guys understand the message. I just think I should ship this in before we go into practicals. And these are our major delays. One, how to do away with imposter syndrome. Secondly, how you can do away with procrastination. When you can find these two things early and you can see that you've healed from them, you see how you become so successful in your tech journey. Don't stop because of these two things: procrastination and imposter syndrome. I'll be dropping more videos like always. I would love you to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.